Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I will presentation about my answer of midterm tasks teaching strategy. I am Ardhia to Cahyaningdyas. The answer UTS question from teaching strategy. The answer number 1 is the differences between DM and GTM is GTM student read written text, GM student read the text aloud. GTM students memorize vocabulary, GM student recite the vocabulary with the teacher. GTM student formulate their own, in GM the teacher teaches status to the student. In GTM Formal, practice questions that come from a given discourse or come from the text. In GM, practice in the form of conversation. The answer number 2 is point 1 is I will prepare a learning video that is presented via PowerPoint. The answer point 2 is then the way I apply the TPR method is by 1. Providing material on TPR recording theory and example with PowerPoint and videos. 2. Assigning participants to group to look for themes and practicing TPR. 3. Retention and discussion about TPR being practiced. The answer number 3 is anxiety can affect student failure in learning English. So that the failure of learning English is not only lacking in material or technology, but also from the physiological side of children who have experienced discourse. Teacher must create learning methods that it can trigger student activity and student success in learning language. The answer number 4.1 is native language instruction is crucial to optimize a student success. For many reasons, native language instruction emphasizes the importance of the language and its culture, and preserves the language for future generations. The answer point 2 is which permit the use of certain native language, grammaticalization, audiolingual, the structural approach, total physical response, suggestopedia, communicative language teaching, community language learning, the silent way, and the one which done direct method. The answer point 3 is the advantage of using it is more confident and neutral vocabulary. The disadvantage of using another language is that sometimes people don't understand. The disadvantage of not using a native language is many shortcomings and limitations in speaking using the language. The answer number 5 is language learning is learning environment that use CLT technique, namely learning and practicing the target language through interaction with each other and with the instructor. CLT also focus on the teacher role as a facilitator, not as an instructor. The answer number 6 is content-based language instruction is teaching English and teaching another subject are together in the same course. There are a lot of different subject areas that can be taught in English. Content-based reading, Snow in 2014 gave a formal definition of content-based instruction. She said, content-based instruction is the integrator of language teaching aims with content instruction. Model of CBE according to Britton and Snow. Sheltered instruction. Teachers support students in a class. This model commonly used in English-speaking countries that have no native students, either a separate class or a pull-out program, for example, primary school in US. True. The best instruction. English class focus on a specific idea. This model found in an English language course. Content reading, listening material, and other content about selected them. For example, secondary school in Japan. 3. Adjunct instruction. Two teachers work together, one on content and one on language. This is often in a university setting, so you have one teacher who's focusing on the content part and another teacher who's focusing on the language part. Example, University in New Zealand. Type of content CBE. 1. Content and language integrated learning. This type commonly in primary and secondary schools. Primary focus on the content, language process take place indirectly. Example, a school in Spain. Number 2. English as a medium of instruction. Common at university level and focus on content that is delivered in the second language. Example, University in Saudi Arabia. CBE, CLIL, and EMI have the same goal. 1. Construct knowledge and develop understanding about a topic and a learning task. So, the ideas we're learning about the subject, we're understanding the subject at the same time. True, use language meaningfully and purposefully. 3. Learn about language in the content of learning through language. I think that's all. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.